Hello, Freed-Hardeman, and welcome to Inside the Pride. I'm your host for this episode, Kay Thompson.
And I'm your co-host, Brittany Adair. And today, we'll be taking you on what happened this past week in sports, gameplay highlight, and what's to come this following week.
Now let's get into what happened this past week for both the Lady Lions and Lions soccer teams, as well as our volleyball team. The Lady Lions soccer team kicked their season off this week with games against IU Kokomo and Central Baptist. These were the first two games for the squad under new head coach and former Lady Lion, Lindsay Riggs. In their home opener, it was all level in the 34th minute after an equalizer and first career goal by true freshman Abby Swartz, who scored on a shot from the right side of the box. But unfortunately, the Cougars of Kokomo pulled away for the remainder of the game and got the win, handing the Lady Lions their first loss for the season. The Lady Lions' second contest of the season took them to Conway, Arkansas, to face off against the Mustangs of Central Baptist. In a tightly contested matchup, the Lady Lions got on the score sheet first thanks to the determined play of another true freshman, Katherine Harris, which won her a penalty after she was fouled in the box. After following the rebound off of the spot kick that followed, she was awarded with her first career goal. It took everything that the Mustangs had to beat the Lady Lions, but ultimately they came back and were able to score the winner with just a few minutes left to play, which made the final score 2-1. The ladies aren't letting up though, and senior forward Zoe Stom tells us that these first two matches have been very important to the team and have helped them better learn each other's play styles and build chemistry within the squad. Needless to say, we're excited to see what the rest of the season has in store for the Lady Lions soccer team, and we look forward to watching them over the coming weeks. Now, Brittany's going to catch us up on the volleyball action from last week.
The Lady Lions swept Russ College, which is an amazing opener on August 22nd, and it was a great start to Amanda Cunningham's new head coach position. And the Lady Lions won all three sets by at least 10 points. On Friday, August 25th, the Lady Lions took on Jarvis Christian and came out on top. It was a good game, the Lady Lions pulling out a victory 3-2. Catherine Hackett had an amazing showing during all sets with multiple kills and creating an environment to help her Lady Lions win. Our Lady Lions took home their second victory of the season. They finished off Friday with victories, beating Harris Stowe 3-1. Hackett, Annalise Jackson, Charlie Fulton, and Macy Kate Adams had a great game. They lost their first set in the match, but ultimately came back with a vengeance and won the next three sets to take home the victory for Freed-Hardeman. Their first game on Saturday the 26th, our Lady Lions started off strong in Little Rock, Arkansas against Southwestern Christian. They shut down the Eagles and left no doubt. Ruiz Rivera and Avery Young had sets of doubles, along with Ruiz Rivera's having 18 digs and going along with their team's 10 kills. Avery Young and Avery Harris both contributed with their 11 kills during the match. Macy Kate Adams set a season high of 41 assists to help win the sweep against the Eagles. Later that Saturday, our Lady Lions took on Texas A&M Texarkana. Unfortunately, our Lady Lions took their first loss of the season. Our Lady Lions fought hard during each set and made it a very good game and kept Texarkana on their toes. We all have games where the ball doesn't fall our way, and unfortunately, this was just one of them. But I know our Freed-Hardeman volleyball players will take this in stride and learn from their mistakes and work harder, and will continue to win throughout the season. Their record right now is 4-1, and I know it'll improve as the season goes on.
The men's soccer team also kicked their season off this week with away games against Bruton Parker and Talladega. They started their season with a bang, coming out of the gates and getting a quick goal against Bruton Parker in under 5 minutes, courtesy of Rodrigo Tostado, who was assisted by Luis Julian Aragonzosa. The Barons made a quick comeback though and took the game on a final score of 2-1. Against Talladega, it was a stalemate well into the second half, until the connection from the first game came back to strike again, seeing Tostado net his second goal and Aragonzosa get his second assist of the season. The 1-0 scoreline didn't last long though, as Talladega equalized in the 84th minute to see this match end in a draw. Omer Shifris also contributed with 3 saves on the day. That's all from this week. Now let's send it over to Mr. Vincent Menino for the Play of the Week with Coach Cunningham.
Play of the Week. Hey Lions fans, welcome to Inside the Pride. I'm Vincent Menino, and I'm here this week with Coach Amanda Cunningham, our volleyball coach, and she's going to talk to you about our Play of the Week.
All right, so in this play, you'll notice that we're in serve receive. The other team is serving. And you need to keep an eye on number 15 as well as Emma Lawson in the maroon jersey on this play. So the ball gets served over, we set it up but get blocks, but then we save it. It goes back over, they block it again, we save it again. And then when they run their offense, we end up getting a block to get the point. So keep an eye on all that action. This is a great example of a hustle play, showing some heart from the girls that are on the court. They just kept fighting until we ended up earning that point. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown of this. So we're on serve receive right now. And in this case, our center, Macy Kate, is front row. So she only has 2 hitters to work with right here, which kind of means that the block can read where it's going a little better for the other team. So the ball gets served. You can go ahead and run that. Autumn Howard passes this up, and Kat, number 15, comes in for an attack. All right, slow down right here. Okay, so Kat hits the ball, and their block gets it. But Emma Lawson, who's trained very well in cover, that is one of her strengths, pops that ball up right here. See, she gets it up, and Kat sees that, responds. She also pops it up, but they're able to get it. Comes right back over, but Lawson's there again. She's still down and low and ready. Kat sees that again, steps in, and is able to get this ball high enough for Avery Young to make an attack. When she does, it actually gets over their block this time. So they go and run their offense, but our blockers, which is Kat Hackett in this case, and Macy Kate, they close that block and end up getting the point for us. So big hustle all the way around, especially from Emma Lawson, who's in there covering really hard, and Kat Hackett, who, even though she got blocked, stays in the play, gets that ball up, and then has the game IQ for that second ball to get that up high enough so that Avery can put it over and we can reset our defense and gives us a chance to get that block and finish the point.
Thanks very much, Coach. That was this week's Play of the Week.
Now let's talk about what's to come this coming week in Freed-Hardeman Athletics. Next week's soccer schedule will see the Lions continue their road trip in St. Louis against UHSP this Thursday, the 31st of August, before their home opener against Fisk on September the 2nd. On September the 2nd, the Ladies Lions will also be playing at home against Faulkner.
This weekend, volleyball is hosting their Labor Day Classic, consisting of 8 games each day, starting on Friday. So, if you're on campus this weekend, please come support our Lady Lions. The women's golf team also travels to Centerville, Tennessee, and to compete in the Riley Moore Collegiate Cup on August 31st. We wish them luck and hope that they bring home a win, and let's support them as their fall season opens.
The women's and men's cross-country team travel to Memphis this weekend to compete in the City Auto Memphis Twilight Cross Country Classic. Let's wish them luck on their opening meet and safe travels to their competition.
I'm here with Charlie Fulton. How you doing today, Charlie?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. So, out of the group of volleyball players, who do you think is most superstitious?
Honestly, I think I'm one of the most superstitious players. Along with that, I would say my cousin Avery Young, she's also on the team. Having played high school ball with her, me and her had a lot of things we always did. And then moving into college ball together, we continue doing them. I'm very big about knocking on wood. If I ever say something about like, oh, we're going to win or we're doing great, I have to knock on wood every single time. I wear the same clothes, like I wash all my clothes to be sure I've got my same hair tie on, my same socks. All of the things have to be the same in big and important games. And I know my cousin Avery Young is the same way.
Nice, of course. So, who on your team right now, who would you let your son date?
Honestly, there's a lot of good answers for this one. I'm going to go with Avery Harris. She was my roommate last year, and she's one of my best friends. Great person, super sweet, and I know if I had a son, I know she would do right by him, so I would go with Avery Harris.
Of course, of course. And last question for you. Who would you consider to be the funniest teammate?
That's a hard one. We're always laughing. One person that always makes me laugh a lot, she's a freshman this year, Macy Kate Adams. She's just always smiling and giggly and bubbly and cracking a joke left and right. But she makes me laugh a ton when we're on the court.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Charlie.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with volleyball player Alanis Ruiz, and I'm going to ask her some questions about herself today. So, Alanis, I've heard you have a strange talent. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I can rap in Spanish, but not in English, though.
So you can rap in Spanish?
Yes.
Can we hear it now?
No.
Oh. All right. We can't hear it now, but she can rap in Spanish. That is pretty awesome. Do you have any weird fears, or just what are you most afraid of?
I'm really afraid of bugs.
Okay, but
Yes.
I don't like bugs either.
No.
So that's a fair fear to have.
Yes.
Any specific bugs, or just bugs?
Everything.
Okay.
All of them.
That's fair.
Yes.
That's completely fair. Okay. So we asked Charlie this, but who on the team would you most likely be most likely to let your son date?
It would be Avery Harris. She's an amazing person, and she's like my sweet mate, and I just love her.
So same answer?
Yes.
All right. Well, it sounds like Avery Harris is doing pretty well for herself. And then finally, what's the weirdest thing that you've done to prepare for a game?
If I feel really anxious before a game, I will start rapping in Spanish, or I will put my socks upside down for good luck.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. I've never heard of that one before.
No.
But very fun.
Me
Well, it was
neither.
good talking to you, Alanis.
It was
Thank
good
you.
to talk to you.
Thank you. Back to y'all. Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm Cade.
And I'm Brittany, and we'll see you next time on Inside the Pride.